Alrighty, I'm back. Going to start off with some puzzles today, and then play some rapid games. Maybe do viewer challenges or something if people want to challenge me. You know, whatever may come, I guess. I did create a new channel point reward thing. It's like one of the community challenges. So if my computer will work, I can verify that it's working. My computer never works in the first minute of the stream, so nothing unusual there. But yeah, I was watching Shogi Harbor's stream yesterday, and she was playing chess, which was cool. And I was sort of asking about some of the strategic differences between chess and shogi. And then she played a game of shogi, and she used the pieces to where it shows you how they move on the pieces, so that I could follow what was actually happening. And yeah, I mean, I was already interested in shogi, but that sort of piqued my interest even more. So anyway, the community challenge, whatever channel point scam thing, is to play shogi. So it's 100k channel points. I'm guessing some of you guys have that laying around, although you guys probably aren't here yet. If Bouncing Across is here and he sees that, I'm guessing Bouncing Across probably has close to 100k, if not 100k himself. So, what's up, Code 10? I'm trying, man. I'm trying. We're getting there. But, alright, well, without further ado, let's see if we can figure out this puzzle. This is a really strange king position. How's it going, Coolio? Alonso has 200k built up. Wow. I kind of figured, I didn't know what I should, set the benchmark at. I didn't know where to set, the benchmark for how many channel points needed to be redeemed for me to play shogi. For some reason, Twitch doesn't have a way for you to, see the channel point balances. That would really be convenient. But I figured 100k would be an easy target for you guys to hit. I mean, yeah, I guess I'm happy for you beating Ethan. Ethan losing is always fun. But, I mean, it's fun when you lose, too, so... You know, kind of a mixed bag there. Okay, why is the king on d6 here? What is... Black's position looks ridiculous. I'm thinking maybe knight c5, because if bishop takes c5, bishop takes c5 as mate, and I'm threatening queen d7 mate, he can stop that with a rook. But then I assume I have some other move? Yeah, puzzles are free on Lichess. So what do I do after rook h to d8? I mean, it seems like there should be something. But I don't know what it is. Oh, I didn't consider... maybe bishop b8 at some point. So knight c5, rook h, d8, bishop b8. Yeah, I mean, it seems like the king's getting out. And at the moment, I'm down an exchange and some pawns. So we really need to checkmate. Okay, knight c5, rook hd8, bishop b8 check, rook takes b8. Oh, okay. Oh no, I forgot my knight's there. Damn. Maybe if the rook leaves the c-file, I can play like knight e4 check, and then... Yeah, because rook c6 would be mate. Yeah, and there's no other moves. So, yeah, rook takes b8 doesn't work. Okay, so I like knight c5. What other defenses does he have? He can't take the knight. I guess queen e8 is a defense, but still bishop b8. Check, only legal move is rook takes. Knight check, and then... but that also defends c6. Okay. So... What then? And I wish I had a better knight move. Maybe the bishop... No, the bishop check first doesn't make any sense. Oh, maybe it does. He can't take it. Yeah, because rook c6 immediately. So bishop b8 check first. Oh, then it's just simple. The only legal move is to take it, and then rook takes c6. Okay. That's gotta be it. Yeah, that one was easy, I just... So... I was listening to the Perpetual Chess podcast, and they were doing a book review. I can't remember which book they were reviewing, but they were saying, like, at least this book was advocating, like, the first thing you should do is identify all the candidate moves, rather than, like, identifying one move and then calculating it several moves deeply. Like, just have, you know, calculate many lines a few moves deeply. Because, like, if I had looked at this move and then started calculating, it's a really easy mate. But that wasn't the first move that came to mind. And also mixing up the move order, which I don't do very well. Okay. Alright, we're down a pawn. This bishop is supposedly hanging. So what's the reason I can't take the pawn? I mean, there must, and by pawn I mean bishop, but I mean, there is a reason. I don't really see what it is at the moment. I mean, he is threatening mate in 1. So, like, I was briefly looking at rook d1, but queen takes g7 mate seems like a decent refutation. This looks like the kind of puzzle where queen h1 check should be considered, but queen h1 check, king h1, rook d1 check, king h2, and I don't really see what else we have to do. So I want to just take this bishop. Like, he doesn't even have a check to follow up with. And, like, rook g4 doesn't really look that scary. Well, yeah, I mean, if the rook moves, I take e5, and I'm winning his queen, so... Um, man, I really just want to take this bishop, but I feel like I'm missing something. Like white played bishop takes h6 for some kind of reason. What's up, Squirrel? Yeah, you're not super late this time. You did pretty good. I'm proud of you. What's question? RXD? Question is, what's the best move for black? This is a puzzle. I mean, it seems like pawn takes bishop is pretty good. Alright, I'm taking the bishop. Okay. Just bishop c1, perhaps? Is queen taking f7 gonna be problematic? Maybe even like king g7 and then... Oh, I guess that... No, we can't do that. Okay, never mind. Yeah, bishop c1 seems like the only logical move then, just by process of elimination. If we step up, we're running into queen takes f7 with check, which seems very unlikely to be any good, if nothing else. King goes back, queen goes here, check, picks up the rook. King here immediately, we'd lose the rook. If we go here, I mean, yeah, I don't know that we're like crushed after that, but it doesn't look good. I mean, I guess both of these moves seem to lose a pawn. But of the two, I think I would rather lose the f7 pawn than h6. Although, a worthy question, if bishop c1 is good, why isn't queen c1 good? I mean, queen c1 seems like it would just be better. I mean, I guess I maybe could even consider rook d1, but that just seems really slow. Check, check. Check, check. Yeah, I don't think we want that. Oh, let's see what you guys are saying. You want to hold on to both pawns, Squirrel? Yeah. Is there a shape equivalent in chess? Yeah, I think pawn structures is relatively equivalent. Why not queen c1? I mean, you know, it doesn't seem like enough compensation for white for me, but like either way I'm losing a pawn. I'm just trying to refute one line or the other. Oh, he has queen f6 check right away. Right. Duh. I like how I saw that after these moves, but I didn't see that he has it immediately. So king g7 it has to be then. Although, okay, again, should consider defending the rook somehow. But man, like, letting him take here just seems bad. Although I guess both moves do that. I think it's king g8. Because at least that's not letting him take a pawn with check. Yeah, queen f6 was a slight problem. I think it's queen g8. King g8. Okay. With slight help from Alonso. Okay. Materials equal. We've got opposite colored bishops. My knight's looking good. Everything looks nice and defended, except for this pawn. Yeah, that pawn is annoying. Okay. As far as checks go, I've only got knight f6. That doesn't seem to really accomplish much. I mean, this pawn is, you know, there for the taking. And on queen takes pawn, I don't think we can really take, because bishop takes, we're losing an exchange, but after these moves, maybe black can play this to get at the pinned rook thing. No, I guess we just take with the queen. Okay. I mean, what else is funny here? The bishop's undefended, the knight's undefended. Don't see a good way to attack those pieces. What's up, Magquick? Why not king h1? Because it's a puzzle, it can't be king h1. You feel like you played this one before? g4. I never would have considered g4. G4. Rook here, and then g5? Or is that getting crazy? Or g4, rook here, attack the rook, but I guess he could just come here. Or, okay, wait. g4, the rook goes back, g5, the bishop goes back, then knight d6. The rook has no squares. That looks good. These pieces are going to get in each other's way. That's pretty cool, if that's correct. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's it. Is there any tricky defense? I mean, don't think that works really. Okay, let's do it. Wow, he did do that. Well, I assume we just take it. I mean, it's a rook. Alright. Good job, squirrel. Alright, let's see if I can solve one. Well, I would like to play rook h6 and then checkmate. But, I guess queen takes c8 is a slight problem. Although, I mean... yeah, I guess we're never gonna escape checks. Yeah, he'll just check forever. Queen h2 first doesn't work. Sadly. So we need to get out of queen takes c8 with tempo, and then we're looking good. But unfortunately, like, rook c2 allows queen a8. Any rook move along the home file doesn't really look productive. I mean, White's still in a bundle of trouble. I guess he has to move the f1 rook, give his king an escape route, but... Ooh, maybe queen h3. Queen h3 defends and threatens rook g6. That seems like it has to be right. What could be wrong? And the king will never escape. Queen h3 and the rook's coming to g6 or h6. That's gotta be it. What say you guys? Oh, you like rook g6 first and then queen h3. Well, I guess I need to refute one or the other. I think I disagree with your line, because my line threatens a checkmate. Like a checkmate in 2. Both moves being check. If we check him to h1 first and then queen g3, then he has rook g1. I don't think we want that. I think we just want to go to h3 directly. I didn't think I could ever escape the checks because, I mean, with the rook in the line I was looking at with rook h6 immediately, there's nowhere for the king to hide. Like, even if the king gets over there, you know, there's no pieces to run behind because all the pieces are on the edge of the board. Yeah, I think it's queen h3. Yeah, and he had to give up the queen for the rook. All right, very good. Let's play a game. I feel good about solving that one. I like those slow creeping moves. How's it going, Blade Master? do. White first game or win first game? We'll see. It could be neither. What's up, AGA? How are you? Alright. Well, I did get white, so Squirrel was right. Because that's probably what Squirrel meant. Ah, the Squirrel wants a win. That's harder to deliver. What? Come on, we talked about this last stream. That's not a good opening for black. Oh, congratulations, AGA. Yeah, this line's not good. Yeah, that happens to everybody. Blade Master. Okay. We'll attack the queen. I feel like there's some trap here that I've fallen for before. But I always get nervous when, like, the queen is either on or can come to a5. I mean, I guess maybe I can just break the pin right away if I want to be that guy. Seems a little timid. But, I mean, I guess this knight is planning to come on in somewhere. Not the end of the world, but gotta deal with this eventually. So maybe we should just deal with it now. Alright, let's just break the pin. Yeah, it is kind of like a weird Scandi. Bishop d2 is the move in the Scandi? Okay. I thought against this I would play Queen c2, but I missed that my d4 pawn was hanging. Shouldn't hang that. I mean, I wonder if like knight f3 and dare black to take this pawn is a good move. I mean, it seems like I would get very rapid development. So I'm very strongly tempted to play that and potentially sack a pawn. Let's do it. Yeah. There's many tempo moves that I would get if he takes on b2. He's not biting. All right. d4 is under attack again. Well, I could play e3. I don't really like to playing e3. I could play, don't want to move my bishop again, really. I guess I could theoretically play d5. But somehow that feels wrong. Maybe just d3 is fine. Alright, we'll just go with e3. What's up, bouncing? I'm trying to expand my horizons. I did kind of have the realization the other day, like, I never sacrifice pawns. Like, that's something that players that are stronger than me do, and I never do it, so maybe I should do it. Bouncing, you should click the channel points thing. See if maybe there's anything there that you might enjoy. What's up, Drainlord? What?
A frat bro like you really thinks you have a chance against me on the chessboard. In your dreams,
he took
dude, while you were distracted with deadlifts and drinking Dos Equis Sai. Destroyed my opponents with D pawn openings.
D pawn openings.
Oh, you
are
have
good.
a full ride sports scholarship. Well, see if you can even stop his scholars, mate. You can keep your brawn and bruise a checkmate chads like you constantly.
Alright, I want to know what that, what is that pasta from? Because that's pretty awesome. And thank you for the 500 bits, Drainlord. Man, 500 bits and a pretty good pasta. Alright, so Rook B1 without thinking. I guess I should at least consider Knight A4. But... yeah, Knight A4 is not bad either. But Rook B1 looks so good. Rook B1, Queen A3, Rook B3, Queen A5. And then Knight B5. Knight B5 might win it. Oh no, then my A2 pawn's hanging. But no, then I'm winning his rook. Yeah, Knight B5 looks really strong at the end there. So Rook B1, Queen A3, Rook B3, Queen A5, and Knight B5. That all seems really forced. Yeah, it looks good to me. Yeah, you guys like Knight B5. You wrote that pasta, really? That's pretty good. Ooh, what music were you referring to? Wait, I didn't see that move. That's not fair. Knight B5's still good. Surely. There's also Bishop B5. Hmm. I mean, Knight B5, Queen D8, I don't know. Doesn't seem like I have a huge initiative there. Maybe like Queen C2 and then D5? But D5 is hanging, so D5 doesn't really accomplish much. B knight b5, queen d8, e4. I wish I had more time, because like this, like I have to have something really good here. I just don't know what it is yet. It's hard to not play knight b5. Alright, I guess I'll play knight b5. I don't know, I can't think forever. I never considered knight b5 before rook b3. The whole time I was calculating that, I was playing rook b3 first. And I was assuming queen a5. I missed that he had that square. Yeah, I mean, my position should still be pretty good. Man, I thought about like bishop c4 because I would really like to play this, although I guess I still can't. Yeah, oh no, I can. So bishop c4 has a threat. It develops. It just looks sort of clumsy there. But other moves look pretty passive. No, okay. I guess I better just play normally. I don't want to get in trouble. Yeah, very true. Very true, sir. Guess we'll just castle. How to improve. I want to play e4. I don't know, this might be crazy, but I need something to do. Time is ticking. That should be the motto of my stream. Wait, Bouncing, did you hear what I said about the channel points? Because you didn't react, and I feel like you should have reacted. Well, click the channel points thing. Like, it should be obvious. There's a big giant thing that's available that wasn't available before. It's at the very top. Yeah. Hey, I finally got him to think a bit. Yeah, maybe it doesn't show up on mobile for some silly reason. Queen c2. Sure, Queen c2. Bouncing, there's a community reward thing for me to play shogi. So all it takes is 100k channel points from the community, which I'm like, come on, you've got to have at least 100k laying around. So do I take with the queen or the knight? I guess... Well, there's merits to both. Let's take with the knight, that just feels right somehow. Oh, now you see it. Alright, now the ball's rolling a little bit. 250 from AGA. Alonso saw fit to give $2,000. Well, but that's the thing, Bouncing, is it's not supposed to be 100k just from one person. It's supposed to be like everybody chips in. This is my new scam. 2k's the max? What? I didn't know there was a max. Nobody told me that. Who did something? Thanks, EDU Pilger, for following. And Dinosaur contributed 2,000. Yeah, 2000 being the max makes it a lot more difficult. Oh, I kind of wish I had known that. Alright, I thought maybe bishop f3 threatens some things. Yeah, bishop f3 looks like it, you know, puts some pressure on him. It's either 250 or 2k. Huh. Man, this is a better scam than I even realized. Don't know what shogi is? It's a chess-like game that is from Japan. It's sort of similar to Crazy House, but with different pieces. Or at least, most of the pieces are different. The kings are the same, the bishops are the same, the rooks are the same. I think everything else is different. And when I say the rooks are the same, each side only gets one rook, each side only gets one bishop. But yeah, everything else... Actually, even those aren't the same, because they can promote in shogi. So yeah, everything's different, but it's similar. It's a really cool game. So am I just getting my pawn back if I want it? Because, like, what does he do about all this business? I mean, I guess he could play knight a5. It still seems good. Exactly, they're both played on the board. Wow, he did play knight a5. Okay, well, I mean, that's a fairly dim knight. Just rook b2. Rook b1. Rook b2 is sort of in the line of fire. Let's just go all the way back. Unless rook b4 is anything. Rook b4... I don't know, it looks kind of silly. What about rook d3? Well, I think that runs into an immediate skewer, but there is that, but then that hangs. But I guess I get a move. This is not a happy piece. Can I just attack it? His queen's defending though. Stupid queen. Okay, this is a nice looking square. But I guess he just shoos me away. Maybe knight e4. I like knight e4. Oh wait, that runs into a pin. Pin's kind of annoying. Knight b6. Looks good, but... Oh, maybe knight b6 is good. Because it threatens to win the knight. Or queen c3 first to be sneaky? Also, this skewer's still in the air. Alright, let's go queen c3 first. I like how I rejected your move because of that skewer, even though my move also allowed the skewer. The pipes are leaking. We can skip this song. But he gets a move. bouncing, right? Like knight b6, could he just play like c5? He doesn't get a move. Oh, okay. Never mind. Oh, right. I don't know why I never saw knight b6 attacks the rook. Okay. Knight b6, bishop f5. I guess e4 and I'm still winning material. Okay, well, I guess I won't make the same mistake twice. Everything hanging, yeah. I think I'm still winning material. I mean, he can take on a2. I take a rook, he takes a rook, I take a knight, he takes a knight, I take a bishop. Seems good. Squirrel, I feel like you're often very critical of my opponents. Especially considering half of my opponents beat me. '94 really sucked. It worked out. What's up, Wolf? Yeah, I just was kind of at a loss for what to do, and I was like, well, the knight getting to c5 looks good. And I mean, we both had our knights on the rim, so that's fair. Although, whose knight went to the rim first? I don't remember. Mine did, damn. What's up, Shiny Mola? Yeah, I was very happy when he took my Darksword Bishop. Definitely. I'm doing pretty good, Shiny Mola. Seems like I'm winning this game now, so... Of course I'm in my trademark time trouble. Oh boy, bouncing has cooked up a position. So I guess we'll see what he's cooked up. Let's do a Blitz Arena. If we have enough people to do a Blitz Arena, I'm happy to do that. C5, that's confusing. Take a rook, take a knight. I'm spoiled for choice here. I guess I'll take a rook. I can't remember. There is an increment, yes, Shiny Mola. Code 10, I can't remember what the last song was, but I think it was a Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild song. Okay, he took there. I guess I take with the pawn? Oh. Yeah, there's some issues. Yeah, I mean, I assume I should take. Don't really know for sure, but I don't have a lot of time. Taking free rook was bad. It seems possible. RGR. I don't know what that means. I guess I go here. Did I hang everything yet? Bishop takes a2. Rook to the G file to hump other rook. What? Oh, Roger. Yeah, I don't do native phonetic stuff. Assuming that is native phonetic. Queen c7 was better? That seems believable. What is the name of my Go profile? On OGS, it's CL Smith 15, if that's what you mean. I didn't have much time, so I just wanted to keep pressure on this knight so that if he takes my knight, I take his knight. That was the only thought that entered my head. Knight c6, I mean, I guess I'm just gonna take it, because otherwise it seems like I might give a piece back. Or I just take this pawn. I guess taking the pawn. Yeah, I just take the pawn. I think. I'm not very good when the board gets very open and there's a lot of pieces. Yeah, that's pretty typical for me, sir. Winning, but no time. I mean, I need to think about how he can cook up problems for me, but Knight c6 is the only one that comes to mind. Which means there's probably 3 others that I don't see. Oh, right, that one. I even mentioned that one. Rook c1. Rook d1. I guess I'll go rook c1 because time. Yeah, that does surprise me, Wolf. Yeah, I mean, I guess my two ideas are to save my knight and to just improve this rook. So let's do one of them. I guess he has bishop c5? No. Bishop c5, rook c5, bc5, queen a5. I mean, my knight's pinned, but his bishop's hanging. It's still complicated. But that seems like probably the best continuation regardless. What, Wolf? You mated Stockfish 11? What did you? I mean, did you start off with like 5 rooks or something? How'd that happen? Like your home row was all queens? Not even a king, just 8 queens? I don't really get that move. I guess he wants to keep me from going there. Alright, well just... No! Get out of my way! Just improve this rook. Don't really want my knight on a6, but... that might be where we end up. I hope it's not frozen for anyone else. It doesn't say I've dropped any frames. I don't know why I didn't just take the bishop, but... well, I know why. It's because I didn't see it, but I should have seen it. But okay, well, that's still a threat. I guess he'll probably move his bishop. That's what I would do. You're telling me you beat Stockfish 11 with no odds in what time control? Because this is sounding difficult to believe. Check? I guess? Ooh, and I like this move. That looks like a good move. Look at those knights. My knights are next to each other, my rooks are next to each other. My mouse isn't working. Okay, I guess I'll take this. Now my head hurts. I guess I'll do this thing that I was talking about. It takes is even more annoying now. Okay. And for my next trick... I guess I take here. Yeah. That looks like a smart guy thing to do. Alright, I'm up... well, you know, 2 rooks for 2 pawns. Assuming I'm not hanging anything. Here... running out of time. Oh wait, my queen's attacked. I guess let's move that. hanging my rook, but, you know. Yeah, he didn't take it, so no big deal. Get that rook. Okay, let's go here, I guess, before I lose on time. Protect the back rank. Oh, it looks pretty good. I have a threat. He didn't see my threats. Yay! Alright, now if my computer doesn't freeze up, should be looking good. Is this checkmate? It's gotta be close to checkmate. Guess I'll just take stuff. Is this checkmate? Guess I'll just take his knight. Thanks, Code 10. Alright, that was the last straw. He couldn't take any more than that. Take all the... I mean, if he kept playing, I was probably going to. I gotta entertain myself somehow. So... Oh, okay, 10 out of 2,000 games. Now you're entering the realm of believability, Wolf. But yeah, 2,000 games against Stockfish does sound really, I don't know. That's not how I would spend my time. Did I see on move 31 that my rook is protected? Probably not. At this point, I was already very low on time. Not only did I not see that my rook was protected, I didn't see that his queen was attacked or that my rook was attacked. I didn't see anything. I just was trying not to flag. I mean, I assume rook takes queen is a pretty good move. But I don't know, maybe my move was better. I guess mine was better, because I won a pawn. Well, let's see what the engine does. But yeah, it is... Yes! My exchange stack was brilliant. Yeah, queen takes d1 mate, if that had been legal and true, would have been very painful. Very, very painful. So... Knight c4, rook takes c4. Wait. At what point? Alright, let's turn this off so my computer will work good. Oh man, I had a crushing advantage in the opening. That's probably where I should have played knight b5. In a couple moves. Okay, we'll start at the beginning and remind me to come back to this position. Alright, so the opening went really well. I mean, this is just like, I think a pretty well-known bad move. Although, I don't think I've seen queen takes in a while. Usually they play knight takes and I play e4. Bishop d2 was good. Knight f3 was the only other master game. There, okay, I already am +2. So that's pretty good. e3, yeah, I didn't like playing e3, but... What are you gonna do? I guess I should have considered g3 maybe, but... What do you do, Stockfish? Stockfish don't understand this. Knight a4, ridiculous. Okay, e3, good enough. d5? Yeah, I mean, d5 attacks the knight, but I don't know what else I really get out of it. I don't know, I mean, it gets space, I guess, but I think I'd rather just develop a5. Well, if a5 were legal, I would play it. But, yeah, I mean, I guess a4, a5, yeah, I mean... Maybe it's an idea, I don't know. His knight doesn't have any good squares. Maybe CodeFresh is suggesting that his knight could just go to a5 and be okay there. Yeah, I mean, you may be right. The knight doesn't look so happy on any of the squares. But yeah, Rook b3 was a huge missed opportunity. Yeah, I mean, Knight b5 is just completely crushing. This is another case where I didn't mix up the move orders. But Knight b5 hits the queen, it hits this, and you can't stop it. Is the queen just immediately cooked? Yeah, I guess the queen is immediately cooked. Because the only square is here, and then that just makes this fork even better. Oh no, you can take on a2. Alright, still. A rook for 2 pawns. Some people like playing the engine. I mean, I'm kind of with you, Squirrel, but, you know, some people like playing the engine more. Posture check? Okay. I think my posture isn't as bad as you guys think it is. I think it's like the camera angle is not the best. Alright, so I missed Knight b5 winning the game immediately. I mean, really, I missed that Queen d6 was legal, which was kind of silly. I think my board vision in general this game wasn't that good. Luckily, I still played pretty well. Okay, and now my advantage is like almost gone. And yeah, it says Knight a4, he has the advantage now. It wants me to just jump in. I mean, okay, that starts to kind of cramp his king side. So that makes some sense. Yeah, I mean, it's not hard to believe Knight a4 sucks. But yeah, this can't be the right plan for black. I did want to know if there was a big difference in the way to recapture here. I eventually landed on knight because I thought bishop f3 was going to put, you know, a good amount of pressure. Alright, Stockfish isn't going to work. We'll try again. Nope, still not going to work. Okay, we'll just assume I'm a genius then. Yeah, and I walked into this. Which probably isn't the end of the world, right? I mean, there... And then I guess I gotta play that, but... Bishop's getting blocked, the pawns are getting a little far from home. And this bishop is suddenly open. Oh, I can imagine it, Squirrel. That happens to me all the time. Okay, he blundered, and Knight b6 just wins material. And again, I tried to play another move before Knight b6. So I did that twice in this game. I saw a winning idea, but instead of just playing it, I tried to like set it up when it already worked. Okay, but he didn't see it. I don't think taking the pawn ever crossed my mind. It's kind of silly. Yeah, again, I don't think my board vision was very good this game. And yeah, now there wasn't a whole lot interesting. It was just trying not to hang material. I missed a hanging piece. I had very little time, so I guess I'm not too upset. I did find this. That was cool. Okay, at some point Wolf wanted Knight c4. Okay, so where was Knight c4 legal? Here? Okay, so you said Knight c4, Knight c4... It couldn't have been here, could it have? I guess, I mean, knight c4 does make sense here. Discovered attack. I mean, the bishop's hanging. So... No, he played knight c4. Oh, okay. Okay, knight c4, you wanted... I think you wanted... What did you want? You wanted, like, rook takes or something? Bishop c5... Wait, bishop c5. He was saying this... Okay, wait. So you want rook takes, bishop takes... And then bishop d5? Is that what you're saying? I mean, I am up a lot of material, so it makes sense to just simplify. Just take things, is what you're saying? Yeah, I mean, that makes sense. Yeah, I hear you. I was already thinking about trying to set up some fork here with, you know, something like that. Check's good right away, okay. I set up a thread, he didn't see it, and then that won his queen. That was fun. Alright, let's see what madness bouncing across has cooked up for us this time. It's a 10-5 game from a random, or not random, but from a position that he's concocted. So that could be anything. Alright, I don't know what to call this. I'm guessing castling is not going to be legal. That's just a guess. Can I move this pawn 2 squares? No. Damn. Oh, I forgot about the pick. I'm sorry, dead dude.
Pick.
That sounded kind of suspicious. You don't like this, Wolf? Bouncing's got all kinds of crazy positions. I don't even know, like, where to begin here. Selfish is worse than any variant. Maybe any fair variant. I mean, I have no clue what a good move would be here. I don't know what a good move would even look like. So I don't know, I guess I'll... Yeah, I mean, I don't know, I don't even really like that. Check first, think later, light on the rim is dim. Okay, so you're saying knight... I can't move this knight anywhere. Can I just resign? I guess I'll play this. Alright, let's see if I can scrounge up a picture. Alright, we're gonna open it up. That's what we're gonna do today? Alright. No, I guess I don't want to do that. I guess that's not what I want. I guess let's get one of these dim knights going? I don't know. Ah, my computer's like really slowing down trying to find this picture. Alright, what picture have I not shared yet? That dude's almost bought all of my pictures. Let's see, we've seen that one, I think we've seen that one, See that. Alright, we'll show this one. This is from when I was like 15 or 16. What'd he do? I don't know, when it starts growing more than this, I don't know, it starts looking a little too scroungy. Maybe I just don't know how to like properly shape it when it gets long. So I keep it about this length. Man, I just instinctively want to take things. Even though I don't really think that that's a good move. I don't know, we'll play on the edge of the board, because that makes sense. God, I wish my computer would work. What is happening? My computer is, like, really struggling. And I do not know why. Like, what the fuck? Is there some Windows update or something that just happened? No? It's probably the board, yeah. Speaking French, I don't remember speaking French. Unless you're talking about saying the F word. Oh, now something pops up. I think it is a Windows update. No, go away. Now there's just like a random box on my screen that's there for no reason. It's got the little like spinny loading thing. At least I've got an excuse for losing this game. No, he's giving me time, so I'm not gonna have an excuse. What? OneDrive is? I don't give a shit about OneDrive. Yes, close, for the love of Christ. Okay, more space. Yeah, we'll go get space on this side. Should have a donation bar for a new computer. I don't want to come across as like, I don't want to be a begging streamer, you know? I mean, I want you guys to give money to me, but I don't want to have to beg for it. That's as honest as I can be. Bishop here. Alright. I don't know. I attacked a pawn. Damn, he defended it. Alright, computer's still... it's a little better. Alright, can I show you guys this picture? Is it gonna... oh, okay. So yeah, I've mentioned many times that I used to work at a zoo. So this is before I worked at the zoo. This is when I was a teen volunteer at the same zoo. And yeah, you want to talk about unkempt long hair. I knew how to have hair back then. This is actually like tame. Like, my hair was like down to my shoulders for a while when I was that young. You like that hair? Dude, that's too much hair. No, I wasn't like an emo teenager. I don't know. Just didn't like getting my hair cut, I guess. Alright, let's go there. What do you mean that's as long as it's gonna get? It's not growing anymore? How can that be true? Like, hair always gets longer. Did I hang a pawn? Looks like it. But I'm getting the bishop quartet. So I'm sacrificing a pawn for the bishop quartet. He didn't see that coming. Here. I don't know. So yeah, anyway, more about this picture. This is when I was volunteering. Part of our volunteer duties were sometimes they would literally just like give us animals and be like, go out into the zoo and like talk to the guests about these animals and, you know, let them touch the animals. And so this is like one of the snakes that we had. It's a corn snake, I think. Pretty sure. So yeah, basically we would just go out into the zoo and tell people about the snakes, and they could like pet the snake or whatever. Most people didn't want to, but can I get a passed pawn? I like passed pawns. Alright, that seems like an idea. If I can get my mouse over there. Does b5 do anything? I forgot about b5. That was why I played bishop a3. I guess it doesn't, because he just takes and then the knight that's hanging goes there and then my bishop's hanging. Yeah, I guess that makes sense, Mekrif. But like, girls' hair grows indefinitely usually, right? And there's guys with like crazy long hair. No, my bishop's hanging, so this doesn't work, but I can attack his knight. But then I lose the bishop quartet. I could just win my pawn back. And I don't get the passer, but I keep the bishop quartet. I guess let's do that. Maybe the other knight taking was more accurate. Alright, I guess we can hide this picture now. I think I've said all that can be said about it. Okay, he took that way. Knight takes. Oh wait, I didn't see this bishop here. That sneaky bishop. I forgot he's got 10 billion bishops. I mean, is e5 any possibility? b5 still in the air. b5's interesting. Alright, I don't know. I guess I'll just defend. Unless I'm missing more attackers, because there's so many minor pieces. Hey Pam, how's it going? Girls tend to have longer cycles of hair growth. Huh. But like there are dudes with hair down to like their waist too, right? That's how I would imagine a Malaysian school, dead dude. Like, if you asked me to guess what a Malaysian school would be like, that would probably be one of the first things I'd guess. Alright, well, we must keep the bishop quartet. I mean, this is an interesting time to maybe play b5. Nah. You can't hardly hold your eyes open. I'm assuming, yeah, because you live in Eastern time, I'm pretty sure. So yeah, it's like 11:15. That is pretty late. And you've probably been watching binge stream for like 4 hours. That's hard work. Well, don't worry, Pam. If you know, it might seem like there's too many bishops and knights on the board for this to be a legal chess position, but it's just because you're too tired. This is a totally normal game of chess. Yeah, Wolf, I'm not really thinking very strategically about this game, if I'm being honest. I'm kind of just playing whatever move looks attractive at the time. Knight takes c4, didn't it hang a bishop? That's why I played bishop f2. No, he's gonna get the bishop quartet. We mustn't allow that. Alright, I'll fianchetto my bishop. I mean, that's my one advantage in the position, is the bishop quartet. I'm down a pawn, I've got to have compensation somehow. Man. Alright, I guess I'll take this. Because in all seriousness, now he does not have a dark squared bishop. How's it going, Dan? So I do have a little extra dark square control that he doesn't have. Especially considering most of his pawns are on light squares. Maybe just improve this knight. Whatever I do, just keep trading. Yeah, always trade. Dan, bouncing across challenged me to a game from position, which means he just gets to put pieces wherever he wants. So this was the starting position of this game, and we've been muddling our way through it since. Out of channel points for pictures, and he didn't even contribute to the shogi thing. Man, you bought too many pictures. Now I can never play shogi. Bouncing across is on mobile, so he can't ever contribute for the shogi somehow. Look at the channel points. He wants to trade off a pair of light scored bishops. Do, 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 do. A lot of possibilities here. I mean, I really like the look of this one. Yes, Mekrif and Dead Dude both contributed. Yeah, guys, I didn't know that there was going to be a 2,000 point maximum. So the shogi train is going to take a little bit longer to leave the station than I'd hoped. Alright, we're 10% of the way there. Like, honestly, I want to play shogi pretty soon. Okay, well, I can take and double his pawns. He might not like that. Wolf contributed. Alright, I guess we'll make his pawn stupid. I wonder if he forgot about that bishop. Because I forgot about the bishop, so maybe he did. Do-do-do. Do-do-do-do. Let's try this. Yeah, I don't know who this bishop exchanged favors, to be honest. Because it's like neither one of us really need two light squared bishops, but... But yeah, I was more worried about him taking with the knight. What do you mean, Istravex? Nah, normal game of chess. We both under-promoted to a bishop. Yes, Istravex. This was the starting position, concocted by bouncing across. Oops. Nobody look at my all-time score against bouncing across. Hello, Yosoy. Let's play on ICC against Scrappy. I'll assume that's a computer. 2 knights versus 2 knights and a pawn. They froze your account? Alright, he did get rid of one of those bishops. So I guess I'll go here. Well, not only did I have 3 bishops, but he had 2 light squared bishops, so... So there were some signs that maybe some shenanigans were going on. But yeah, it looks more or less normal now. I agree, Squirrel. I do think it's a big advantage. I dare say I think White's winning. Or, okay, maybe not winning, but better. Winning's a strong word. I don't think so, Wolf. You know, it just occurred to me I could take this pawn. I don't think I want to, but I could. It's not often you see a knight pinned to another knight. It's kind of an interesting one. Ooh, maybe he's gonna lose on time. Alright, he did give me an extra minute, so I guess it seems fair. I should give him an extra minute. Okay, he's pushing. Yeah, it's a little scary. Man, 2 knights versus 2 bishops, though. Oh, wait, and he has to take with the pawn. Is that true? Yes. Okay, then I definitely like taking this. Here looks good. Yeah, I think it's winning now. Yeah, now it does look like a normal game. Although it's a very strange in-game. White's pawn structure, I mean, both sides have weird pawn structures. This backward pawn on g3. Somehow White has the bishop pair versus 2 knights. And you guys made fun of me when I was saying I wanted to keep the bishop quartet earlier, but look. Normal for a DDK game. But do DDK equivalent chess games reach in games that are, like, basically even material? I mean, it happens sometimes. Usually those games end in the middle game. Is it time to cash in? Probably not. Let's just move the king up some more. I need to make a move. Oh man, there's like no increment too. Maybe he's gonna hold this. It's sort of annoying. Maybe he's gonna win. Oh man, I flagged. Classic. I wonder what that was, because I mean, he's getting close to queening there. Knight c4 check. Oh yeah, he did have that, didn't he? Yeah, well, that was winning for black. Well, it looks like in the position that I said I thought I was winning, I was better, but, well, actually, I guess it was here. Yeah, and it's like, whatever, it's a draw. Wow, bishop b4 just wants to track the pawn down immediately. That makes a lot of sense. I probably wasn't giving the pawn enough credit. Knight e3 instead of knight d4. Well, it looks like they're about equal. It says it's just drawn. I mean, my thought was I would love to swing the knight in here because these squares look good. I mean, the appeal of e3 that I saw was, you know, if he like, well, I don't know, I guess it's not even true. Maybe there's some threat of like taking the knight and then taking the pawn. I just didn't know that it was worth giving up. Like at some point I've got to cash in the two bishops, but I felt like I might as well improve my position as much as I can in other places, like move the king up, you know. Yeah, I mean, it threatens to win c4, definitely. I don't think that I gave the c4 pawn enough credit. Yeah, I mean, the computer's basically saying black was better for most of the game, never really winning. And then the endgame kind of went back and forth a little bit. And then here, yeah, I mean, there was a game-winning fork that was missed. It says black still is much better here. Black's winning. Makes sense. I mean, he's about to get his pawn to c2. His pieces, his knights are coming in. How did this game make me feel? I don't know, it made my head hurt trying to figure out some of the opening moves. Once we got into this like regular looking endgame, I could like parse the game a little bit easier, but otherwise it was tough. Yeah, it was a pretty well played game overall. Black was just up a pawn for a lot of the game. Alright, so good game. Let's get a real game going, I guess. Let's do some 15-10. The good stuff. We can skip the storm track. The dreadful fight. Final Fantasy? Yeah. Now I'll get some YouTube copyright claims, probably. I forgot to look at the 99.1% game. Although it is on chess.com, and I don't have a scene set up for that. Alright, let's see. I think Rapid's just a more stream-friendly time format than Classical. I get to play more games. Usually you find games quickly. Okay, my computer's going crazy again. We're trying to find the game. What? How did you think I was on chess.com? I mean, I have a chess.com account. Alright, I literally cannot get... Okay, maybe I can get it? But this is just gonna make my computer go even more insane. Okay, yeah, I don't think my computer can handle looking at the game right now. I'm sorry. I'm trying to even get back to the current time of the chat. What? This guy's beaten me before. That's not fair. LGC673. Interesting name. Alright. Is this gonna work now? Oh, it is working. Yeah, 1983. We're getting places. Maybe this is the 2K stream. Maybe this is it. Bishop there, I don't know that move. But I usually play Queen C2 next, which I guess is not advisable now. Oh, I probably play Queen B3 then. Because he moved his bishop. Yeah, Queen B3 looks like a move. Didn't I botch some position like this on a recent stream? Queen C2 still good. That's a good point. Although Bishop H3 would be a very interesting pre-move. Well, I thought maybe I wanted to go my knight here anyway. Am I gonna get pinned and in trouble and stuff? I mean, Bishop D2 makes sense too. I think I like Bishop D2 more. Bishop D2, and then the queen moves. Yeah, where does the queen go even? I guess B6? I mean, I guess I'm playing both moves at some point. So, I guess I might as well play it the way that it comes with tempo. Yeah, I mean, I probably shouldn't really care about that move. Oh, yeah, okay, this is where I made a mistake before. I let him take here. And then I couldn't recapture because my rook was hanging. That's the stupid thing I did. I knew I did something stupid last time we got in this kind of position. So maybe just like E3. Skip this song. C5's possible, but not a huge fan. Maybe I should be. I mean, I'm not a big fan of E3 either, though. I'm not a fan of queen takes. I mean, I guess I could go queen takes, pawn takes d5. Then I'm giving him double isolated pawns. I guess that's some edge. That's something. I get knight c3 with tempo at the end of things. Not really a huge deal. He's got e6. I'll just go e3. Oh, that was against you? Yeah. Okay. I'm happy with that. Very happy with that, in fact. Oh yeah, against you, I took the queen, and then, like, my bishop was here, so I took your... Or no, I didn't do this. I was thinking about doing this and decided it was stupid. But I thought about taking your knight so that your rook had to go to a bad square, but it was a bad idea. That said, I hope he takes my knight. I do kind of like this pawn structure, like, aesthetically. I don't know, it looks like a hook or something. Scythe, maybe? Okay, h6, that doesn't seem to really have much to do with anything. So that's good. Well... kind of like knight e5 so I can play bishop d3. Knight c3 is also a threat, but again he has e6. He wants to play e6 anyway, probably. I would want to play e6. I like knight e5. It violates opening principles, though. Maybe I'm just helping him play e5. Like, my thought was, I'm assuming that f6 is a bad move for him, but maybe that's not really true. Bishop e2 just seems really slow, and I'm trying to not be that player anymore. Knight e5, f6, I could still play bishop d3, I believe. I mean, it doesn't seem too bad. Yeah. Alright, we'll do that then. Oh, what principle does it violate? Moving the same piece twice in the opening. Generally, you don't want to be moving a piece that's already developed when you've got a million other pieces that need to be developed. Alright, so bishop d3 was the plan. Far be it from me to back out on a plan now. Ever thought about getting a coach? I have thought about getting a coach. I think I could really benefit from a coach. Did bishop c2 win the pawn? Did it? I mean, if nothing else, couldn't I have just played like rook a3? Or like b4 even, maybe? Oh, because the knight hangs. Yeah, duh. What about b4? Because my bishop's still defending this pawn. I have not thought about getting a 1300 rated coach. Well, Squirrel, I really haven't looked into it all that seriously. I mean, I know there are coaches out there that are very reasonably priced. But, I mean, I think I need help in very specific areas like calculation, time management. Okay. I mean, at the risk of breaking a principle again and moving this knight for the 4th time, I really like going here. Like, really like it. Because look at those weak white squares. I have never seen weaker white squares. And I'm threatening a pawn immediately. Alright. I guess it's break opening principles day. Okay, wait, let's calculate what happens after g5. I mean, I guess if nothing else I have knight g6, but is that really that good? I have my doubts. Well, I could play h4 if I don't like g5. There. I guess I still have f4 at the end of things, maybe. Could try to play f4, f5 first. f4, g5. I mean, h4 really makes a lot of sense. I mean, h4 or f4. Alright, I guess we need to move. I guess I prefer f4. I don't know. Study in-games and solve tactics. Yeah. I'm trying to do more tactics. I haven't really done a whole lot of in-game study. Ever thought about coaching Lichess 1400 Rapid? And I have thought about. I would like to get into coaching, to be honest. Okay. Oh, I guess h4 first was more accurate. Because now if I take, he can take with the h pawn. Maybe knight. Maybe knight c5 now. I really want to just plunk my knight on e6. Yeah, maybe just knight c5. Is there a way to not have 400 rating point? Oh, I didn't see he could take it? That's pretty stupid. Alright. I don't know what I'm doing. It's kind of funny, the game with Sir Grisbicka that was from like the same kind of opening, he had 4 pawns on the queen side that were like this. Alright, well that was stupid. I don't know what I was not seeing there. Defend my pawn, hang that pawn. Take a pawn and defend my pawn, take a pawn. Ah! I'm mad that I've made stupid moves. I guess I'll take here. Yeah, I mean, I knew I was sort of neglecting my other pieces. I was trying to be fancy, and it did not work. Knight a3 exclam. Kind of like knight a3. All right, we'll play knight a3 because it's funny. It is a person. Genus Music, how's it going? Yeah, I mean, my opponent claims to be a human. I haven't verified it, but sometimes I'm playing both, you know. Oh, knight on c4 looks pretty good, but there's also rook c1 winning material. Oh, it doesn't win material anymore. So never mind. Rook c1 still seems good. Alright, we'll go rook c1. He wants to get this knight attacking my pawn. It's not super nice. Maybe I take and then push? It doesn't seem so stupid. You've been getting into Hess again, like Robert Hess? Yeah, he's pretty good. You mean like specific people are stronger than they used to be? Because, I mean, if you give people a year or two, they should get stronger. b4, bishop c6, knight c4. Well, I was kind of hoping for bishop b6 now and then knight c4. I guess wherever the bishop goes, knight c4 is gonna be palatable. Yeah, so like knight c4, and then I'm threatening to take the bishop, I'm threatening to win a pawn. Maybe I take first, and then go knight c4. I mean, I don't know how much he would really hate trading his Darksword Bishop for my knight. It's probably not the end of the world. I mean, he is sort of preventing me from castling at the moment. Sort of. Alright, let's just take this guy. Because that pressure was annoying. Giving him an isolated pawn. Now maybe castle, or maybe just king e2 and be brave, but it seems pretty brave. Castling feels kind of wrong. Oh, maybe knight c4 with bishop c3. That doesn't look too bad. Let's do that. That file seems so neat. Neat for who? Once I determined we were drunk throwing around a football around. Hess seems like a cool guy. Yeah, I mean, definitely a big plus is that it gets my rook on this file. But this position's like kind of between an in-game and a middle game. So, I mean, there's something to be said for the king being near the action, too. But really, my main reason for rejecting it is after bishop c3 now, I don't see how he saves... Oh, well, he can just play knight g6. I can't see anything today. Knight g6, maybe the c6 pawn becomes weak. There's also knight a5 right now. But let's tie him down. You don't like rook c1? I don't even remember what the position was when I played rook c1. I don't know, it doesn't seem too stupid. And now castle or rook f1, it's the immortal question. Man, I think I should just play rook f1. Rook f1, he plays rook f8. I mean, okay. Held a message for reason identity. I'd never understand why it does that. Apparently knight g6. Oh, okay, now I know why. That's still pretty ridiculous, but... Do you get it, Squirrel? Yeah. That's crazy that it sees that and it's like, oh, that could be something bad. Okay, I was thinking king e2. King e2 exclam. Hikaru style. Alright, king e2 exclam. Alright, well, I'm happy about that. I mean, my threats are still present. Yeah, delayed bond cloud, exactly. I don't think he should have traded rooks. That seems like a bad decision. Rook f6 just hits everything. Well, I guess I can't play rook f6. You win some, you lose some. I do still have rook f5, perhaps. Rook f5, king e6. I assume that there's just nothing really either side can do here, but maybe I should play b4. Stop him from playing a5. Don't know what else to do. Yeah, I would say it's pretty drawish. Wolf sees things. I didn't see anything. Putting all my pawns on dark squares to complement my bishop. Probably also want to play g3 to keep his knight out, and so that all of my pawns are on dark squares. I mean, the king's getting kind of up there. I guess the knight would probably rather be on e4, so maybe a pivot to that square would make sense. I guess he's just gonna keep on walking his king up. No, I think this is okay. Yeah, I mean, the kings want to be active, but there's still a lot of firepower on the board. So I think you have to be careful with moving the king up too soon. I think maybe he has moved his king up too soon, to be honest. It's weird in there. Kind of tough to evaluate this position. I mean, both sides have 3 isolated pawns. It's going to be about activity. I mean, it seems like my knight is getting a better square than his knight. So that's a big positive. Dead draw, yeah, probably. I sort of think if anyone has an advantage, I do, because it looks like my knight's gonna get to e4. Okay, well, I get to trade off my doubled pawn at the price of activating his rook, though. Okay, let's take... Or have a threat. Yeah, definitely Shiny Mola. Definitely. I guess I don't even really have a threat. That's unfortunate. Okay, now I have a threat. Yeah, you gotta play for the win. See, this is like textbook. Well, maybe not textbook. He's got to be careful. His king's gunning is running really low on squares, which is kind of what I was talking about. Like, I can go here. Is that just gonna be mate? Can he stop me? Okay, I have no time. Like, he can go here, and then I take, and I'm threatening C4 mate. Ooh, I didn't see bishop b5. Hopefully he won't either. But yeah, bishop b5 does stop everything. What? No. Alright, well. That worked out. Yeah, bishop b5, then I just take the knight. And it's unclear. I mean, I take the knight and I guess I'm gonna win a pawn here or like here. But yeah, that was like exactly what I meant by he got his king too far up. But I probably was a little worse after bishop b5. I didn't see bishop b5. But I'm guessing I was a little worse. Oop. Thanks, Wolf. Oh man, I had a bigger advantage earlier and I squandered it. Oh man, I didn't see Rook A1. I wasn't even thinking about that. Ah. That's just like... That's just a piece, or an exchange. Darn. That was not on my radar at all. Okay, you wanted b4 instead of rook c1? Wow, rook c1 was a long time ago. Wait, where was rook c1? Okay, well it does say rook c1 was question mark. It wanted f takes e5. Okay, you wanted b4. And then I assume either bishop move. I mean, it's sort of a similar idea. Like, I can throw in this capture at some point, play knight c4, hitting the pawn. The bishop would end up one way or the other going back to the c7 square. But I guess I can appreciate that the rook is just better on the a file than the c file, because this is where the knight wants to be. So keep the rook here. Except has rook... Ah, yeah, okay. Yeah, and there's no piece that can defend this pawn. He can push it, but then... No, because his knight is here hanging. If we do all the same stuff. Like if bishop goes here to pressure that. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Yeah, that's definitely better than what I did. So interestingly, like, I'm just gonna show you all the rating, or the analysis graph, because it's kind of funny. Like, I was never really worse in the game, but at many times I could have gained a pretty sizable advantage, and I didn't take advantage. Like, this is the kind of thing where I think I could benefit from a coach. Like, I don't really find... Like, I played pretty solid overall for my rating, I think. But I'm often not finding critical moves that just, like, really solidify, you know, an advantage or solidify a winning advantage. Well, hopefully I'm going to be a bad 2000 pretty soon. I'm up to 1988 now. So yeah, I'm getting close to 2000. Let's go back to this. 1 to 15 chess Gowry does. I'm not familiar with that. Ooh, Bouncing wants to play me in a regular game. That's unprecedented. Alright, I guess let's look at this game real quick. I don't know what really to take from the game. I pronounced it Gowry, but I think it is Gory. I think Gory's correct. But I'm not sure. I've never asked him or heard him pronounce it, I don't think. Oh, you just mean 1 plus 15. Yeah, maybe. Is that rapid? I guess that would be rapid, probably. Gari? Yeah, I guess I need to ask him. I want to pronounce people's names correctly. Yeah, I mean, it makes sense, Dan. It's just the amount of total time that will be spent on the game, Mekrif. There's some formula. It's Gari. Gari, okay. I guess that also makes sense. He'll probably be on tonight? Yeah, probably. He could be on right now, for all I know. Pop over and ask him how to pronounce his name. Oh, he's not on. Yeah, I think it assumes some average number of moves and then multiplies out the increment, yeah. Good morning, CJ, how are you? Alright, so I did say I was going to look at this game. Yeah, and he played bishop f5 immediately. Oh, I should play knight c3? Okay, well, whatever. It's all pretty similar. Queen b3. Yeah, that was a odd move, I guess. Stockfish does like knight c3. I figured both moves would be played, but it actually says bishop d2 inaccurate, knight c3 was best. Oh, okay, I was trying to figure out that sentence, but the okay was missing. Thank you, CJ. I'm glad you're doing well. Knights before bishops, that's true, I didn't even think about that. I was just worried about, like, am I gonna get into, like, this kind of business again? Where he's, like, bearing down on this diagonal. I guess I shouldn't care about this, but... Oh, Dan's also challenging me. I don't know if I've ever played Dan. Yeah, I mean, that was kind of my thought, Mekrif. I was like, well, I think both of the pieces are going to those squares, so why not do the one that comes with tempo? But I'm guessing that Stockfish does not want to put its bishop here. It wants to put the bishop on a more active square, probably. Oh, maybe we did play a bullet game in like a tournament somewhere. I'm 29, CJ. 29 for another like month and a half. I'm gonna relish that month and a half. And it says I should take. So this was another instance of giving away an advantage. So does it like the idea that I had of take and then take on d5? Is that the idea? To saddle black with some double isolated pawns? Queen takes... It takes... Ah, stop moving the line around. Yep, c takes d5. Okay. And that's that much better. I mean, I guess Stockfish probably really likes structural defects, but... Old? I don't know about old. Yeah. Now, I could probably handle being called old while I'm 29, but once I turn 30, I don't know if I can handle being called old anymore. It's a compliment? Okay, I'll take it as a compliment then. So was this idea, like, cool at all? No. Now, like, I would never really consider taking this, because then my pawns are all stupid. Pick a lane, Stockfish. Alright, I still have an advantage. I thought it was kind of a clever maneuver. F4 terrible, it says. It really wants to take. What about H4? Is H4 any good? Likes H4 better than F4. Which I realized afterwards. Well, it's not just doubled, like, straight up doubled pawns I don't mind. It's when they're double isolated that I don't like them. Man, CJ's talking dirty in my chat. I feel like that's like a rite of passage for chess streamers. Fair enough, bouncing. 4 times as good. Because they're double isolated and there's 2 open files. Alright. I guess I should have played H4 better than my stupid idea. Oh, and it wants F5 now. It's like, now that you played this, you should follow through. I mean, obviously my move was nonsensical. I mean, the only reason I picked F4 over H4 is I was like, well, F4 also controls E5, so maybe I'm discouraging him from breaking in the center. I don't know why I care if he breaks in the center, but... Yeah, exactly, Mekrif. Yeah, I mean, this was nonsensical. Like, I wanted to get my knight to e6, so why am I playing a move where it can just be captured? It's silly to just miss that he can just take my knight. Yeah, now I'm like a little surprised that I'm even better here, but it says I am. So I trust the thing. And look, I got double isolated pawns anyway. Oh, I didn't like knight a3, but knight a3 is so fun. It wanted me to castle, maybe. Bishop b4. So it wants to keep black from castling, I guess. Or maybe it's gonna put the bishop on c5 and play b4. I don't know. Well, the reason I preferred knight a3 to knight c3 is I thought that the knight had a better future, actually, from a3. Like, I mean, on c3, I mean, yeah, it's the more, you know, natural square, but, you know, these squares are not available. Okay, I mean, e4 is a square. But I thought really the knight wanted to be on c4. I thought that was where the knight wanted to be. Well, and I mean, yeah, and it was funnier. It was a little bit of both. I did think it was better, but the fact that it was funnier made me not second guess that decision. Always play dim knights on the rim. Yeah, I think that is how it goes, you're right. He keeps wanting me to castle. Bishop b4. See, Wolf didn't want King e2, I think. Maybe he meant in a different line. But King e2 was exclam. He shouldn't have taken, I thought, but the computer doesn't really care. I guess because King e7 just stops everything. It says white has an advantage here. Rook back to a1. Okay, fair enough. The a2 pawn's pretty weak. I thought b4 was kind of clever. Computer's like, eh. Now I had some good stuff. Right, because he took and I should have won a piece. You're gonna behave now, CJ? That was cool that he let me do this mate. You don't get to do that mate very often. Alright. Well, someone withdrew their challenge. Oh, Dan withdrew his challenge. I was gonna take Dan's challenge because I've played Bouncing Across 5 billion times. Oh, okay, there it is. Alright. Good luck, Dan. Oh, it disagreed. It said it was gone. Probably close to 5 billion. I'm having a good night, CJ. Okay. Thank you. Yeah, I like the beard now. For a while I wasn't sure if I liked it, but... Oh man, he's playing crazy stuff. I assume I'm supposed to just take this. But against Tom I played b6. I'm gonna play b6. I don't want to give up the center control. Yeah, I haven't seen this move order bouncing. I've seen b4 on move 2. Okay, now what? Queen c7 maybe? g6. I guess g6 doesn't work. Alright, let's do queen c7 first. I'm not brave enough to accept a gambited pawn from a stronger player. Like, against stronger players, I don't want to take material and let them have, like, a positional advantage. I'd rather material be equal, and position be equal. I mean, I don't know what kind of player Dan is. Dan might be more of the, it might favor me to play a sharper position against Dan. Probably not, but they could. All right, I guess here now. Or maybe I need to play e6 because my queen's there for some reason. Oh, we'll just go knight f6 first. Yeah, that would be good. Yeah, but I mean, there's a difference between what Stockfish says is best and, like, in a practical game, what it's best. But I don't know what kind of a player Dan is, so I can't really make that judgment. Bishop there. I mean, is he gonna Saccaroni on me? I don't think he is, and if he does, I think I can cope, hopefully. I mean, I agree and I don't agree, Great Ride. I think there's... It depends on the position, like everything. Like, obviously, if a move is like +3 or something, you shouldn't second guess it. But if C takes B was like, +1 for black, but more complicated, then there's an argument for not taking it. Hello, Aldentes Fortuna Juvat. That's my best guess. Isn't Bishop C4 theory in a lot of lines? Well, Jeremy Silman's smart. He's better at chess than I am. Okay, yeah, but I'm not saying play timid. I'm saying that, like, the type of position that you want should be a consideration. But also in general, I mean, not just against stronger players. In a lot of Gambit lines, I prefer to not play what they're expecting. I want to get them out of theory, because I assume they know the theory, and I don't. Thank you for following, Aldentes. But it's like I think most strong players would acknowledge, like, for example, the Smith-Morra Gambit at higher levels is not particularly sound. I mean, I know you guys are going to tell me that Mark Esterman beat, like, Leko or somebody, I forget. He beat someone really good with the Smith-Morra. So I understand it can happen. But, can I not take on E4 here or something? But, like, at lower levels, against weaker opponents, the Smith-Morra can be great, because White gets such easy play, such an initiative. Why can't I take this pawn? Like, this is another example. Like, when I'm playing against a stronger opponent, I assume that they see this. It's possible he didn't, but I assume he does. So I think it's wise to question why, like, what, you know, not just rush headlong into taking it, but at least question why you can't. I mean, I think I can just take it. I don't really see what the big deal is. I mean, I'm gonna take it. Okay. I mean, I guess Queen B8. I mean, Queen D8. I mean, it is annoying. There is no question that it is annoying. I guess let's go to D8. Maybe that will facilitate D5 at some point in the future. I'm not blocking my rook in. Yeah, I thought about knight c3, but yeah, it doesn't work because his moves check. Ah, wow, this is clever. Aldentes, yeah, I don't want move suggestions while I can still play the move. But I'm more than happy to discuss moves after the fact. Okay. Maybe I can play e5? See, this position's getting so sharp. e5, then this threat is gone, which is sort of sad. But the other option is like d6. And then he can get 2 pieces for the rook. So we probably don't want that. So I assume e5 is correct, but damn, then that knight just sits on d5. I guess I can play knight e7 at some point. Or just, I mean, my knight may come back to f6. Also, I mean, now knight c3 is maybe possible. I'm very resistant to playing e5. I think knight c3 might be the correct move. I think I like knight c3. I mean, I'm definitely scared. His development is like, I mean, a billion times better than mine. But, I mean, if I can sort of escape, then, you know, I've got some hyper-modern ideas, you know. He's got a bunch of pieces in the center, I can start pushing pawns and gaining tempos. Evolving, yeah. If queen d2, I was just gonna take the knight. I think I'm still gonna just take the knight. Like, can I take the knight and then take the rook, or I get crushed? I mean, like, he's got bishop d6 ideas. But, I mean, I think I'm okay. I mean, I definitely want to take this knight. Whether or not I take the rook, I'll have to think about. But no reason to waste time. I mean, there's even a chance I just get crushed on these dark squares if I give up my dark square bishop for the rook. Could just castle here. Yeah, actually, if I take the rook, he takes back, then like bishop h6 looks very unpleasant. Guess I could just play f6, maybe. No, well, not if I castled, because I'd be pinned. Jeez. Jeez, oh man. I really kind of feel like I should just castle. I don't like this pin. His pieces are well developed. I don't really see any other tempting plans. Taking the rook looks scary. Taking the rook, I'm basically not going to be able to castle. Alright, let's try to survive. Let's try. Bouncing likes castling. I do not agree with that, Great Ride. No, I don't like the king being pinned. He can double and quadruple. Oh, there is that. I even saw that was pinned and then I forgot, I guess. Okay, well. I guess I can play e6. Guess I have to play e6. So, no beating about the bush, I guess. Squirrel wanted the material. Yeah, I think if I took the rook and he takes with the queen and I castle it, I think that's just a blunder, because I think bishop h6, I can't play f6 because of the pin. So that looks pretty scary. Ouchies. Maybe queen f6 is something. How did he get a pawn on c7, like, behind all my other pawns? Like, what sequence of moves got that pawn there? Yeah, I think queen f6. Or he just goes bishop e5, damn. Okay, I think that's the price of doing business. Two rooks for the queen. Nah, I don't think I can do that. Queen here? No. I mean, it's not the stupidest thing I've ever suggested. Pretty stupid, though. Guess let's just develop this guy. I don't know. I am up material. Yeah, and c7 is annoying, but it's not going anywhere. Not yet. That's all that matters. I've got the bishop here, I'm up a pawn. My bishop on c8 is probably the best bishop in chess history. Wing Gambit refuted. Back rank catastrophe. I was kind of hoping there would be something like that. I don't see it, but... Well, if you mean a white back rank catastrophe. I don't want any catastrophes on my back rank. But I have ideas. I have ideas that exist. Okay, so a question for you guys. Can you only contribute 2,000 channel points to the Shogi goal per stream? Or is there like some time limit, or how does that restriction work? Per stream is what it says? Okay. That's good to know. Okay, well, I wanted to play Queen C6 anyway. Oh, he wants to play Bishop D8. I didn't even see that. That's annoying. But I guess I sorta... I mean, maybe I should just trade rooks and then take the pawn. And there's rook e7. But maybe I can hold it. That looks not ideal. I think I can cope. D6, rook e6. I don't understand. I'm hoping this works. If it doesn't, I'm probably completely crushed. Yeah, I mean, possibly the exchange sack was the only move to like stay alive. This was my plan, was to play bishop f6, so I'm just hoping it works. You may have been right, bouncing. Huh, he's queening. I forgot he was queening. That's not ideal. Can I be tricky? No. Well, it looks like I lose now. Any way out of this mess? I don't see it. Oh man, things don't look so good. That was not the move I was expecting, but it does look good. Anything to do here? King H6 X-Clam? I guess King G8 also makes some sense. Oh, well, not really. I guess it's King H6. I guess that's, yeah, basically forced. Yeah, he did give me some time. Because he knows I'm losing, so might as well let me, you know, figure out how best to lose. I mean, White could make a mistake, like, you know. Okay, well, I don't want to hang mate in 1. It's funny, this is like almost the same mate in 1 I hung against Gowry the other day. Gari, sorry. Draw agreed. Always repeat, that's correct. Yeah, it's gonna take some serious reprogramming for me to call him Gari. Gari. I mean, we gotta do this at some point. I can't have my queen babysitting that pawn. Unfortunately, now it's difficult to back rank him, which I was rather hoping for. Man, it's almost a fork, except for he gets out of it with check. Except for that one thing. And he's getting out of it with checkmate, which is even less good. How do I stop? How do I not get checkmated? F5 exclam? F5 is the only move I see, other than like giving my queen away. I guess I prefer F5. F6 fails to knight F7 checkmate. I mean, I assume I'm getting checkmated here pretty quickly too, but... Oh, but now I get to walk my king up the board. So that's more fun for him. Indeed. What's he, like, stunting on me now? I mean... I mean, alright, I guess I'll take it. Like, he didn't play main one last time, maybe he won't play it this time, okay. Nah, it's fine, Mekrif. It's all in good fun. Good game, Dan. That was an interesting game. I feel like maybe I could have had something at some point. I mean, I considered d4, but I mean, he's not gonna fall for that. That was why I was like, okay, well, I know, like, objectively the best move is, like, queen f6, stopping mate in 1. But then I'm down, you know, I'm down a queen and a knight after he takes my bishop. It's like, alright, I can't do that. I guess I've got to play the move where, like, maybe he won't see mate in 1, or won't play it again for some reason. h6 was a move, but then he has an extra queen. So that was, I mean, I didn't see h6, but... Like, I think objectively, like, taking the queen is the best chance. Obviously, I'm gonna lose regardless. Take the freebie and play bishop f4. Man, I swear that's like the same guy that's spammed that before. The JB... Come on, mods. Let's see, can I ban these guys? Ooh, maybe I can. Oh, Deju got one of them. Oh, can I get this guy? I think you got him before I did. Banned. Can I report him also? That's probably gonna slow down my computer. Alright, I got one of them. Alright, so... Now wait, are you giving improvements for him or for me? Wow, I was actually better for a lot of this game. I defended his brilliant attack. Alright, we need to get rid of the chanty music. You think it was right to not take the rook? It looked pretty scary. I mean... I knew if I took it, castling was out. And I figured I probably didn't want to not be able to castle. What does the bot think of our brilliant move, queen takes a1? You mean when I could get 2 rooks for the queen? We'll see. Okay, so here it says take the knight. Wow. Can I not? I still can't take the rook? Because is bishop h6 just gonna be too good? I mean, that's a brave move. Bishop f4 just wins? Oh, that idea, which he played in the game. Ah, okay, yeah, because I've got to deal with this threat and then he's gonna get 2 pieces for the rook. Fair enough. Yeah. Yeah, you're right. B4. Oh, you mean like in this sort of structure, I guess back when you played A3? Yeah, I mean, I would never consider to take, if that's what you mean, because that just opens the rook and, you know. But yeah, I assume theory is, yeah, just to take the pawn, yeah. Castling was best, yes! I knew I shouldn't take that rook. I knew it was too good to be true. Oh, you're saying, like, here, if black is super greedy. That's funny, the one master game black won. I can definitely believe that white's better. This is like a Banco kind of thing reversed with a totally different pawn structure, but taking the rook was a blunder. Yeah, I believe it. Yeah, taking another pawn is pretty greedy. I guess that's the thing about this gambit is, like, after a3, I mean, white's just gonna get the pawn back, right? Yeah, I think I'm sticking with my guns of not taking on b4 when I get this. I think I like the b6 positions, but the masters are taking, like, every time, but taking with, yeah, I mean, taking with the knight is more reasonable for sure. To me, although the masters were more often playing c takes. Yeah, except the first, decline the second. But the thing is, if you decline the second here, like if I take and he plays a3 and I decline, then he's gonna get his pawn back. So then it's not even really a gambit, right? If knight can take with the knight, yeah, I mean, I can appreciate that. At least then, you know, you're not getting to trade your a pawn for a c pawn. But I sort of don't mind what I did. I mean, just not giving white the satisfaction and what he wants, so. Wants you to jump the knight in anyway. Wants to take again. Yeah, maybe g6 was a bad plan because I got sort of crushed. Or like the threat of the dark squares was always looming. Yeah, it does not like this move. So maybe it seems so natural too, right? Because this diagonal just looks like juicy. But I guess maybe the computer is going to favor like an e6 move and go for that sort of a Sicilian. You don't like when they decline? Yeah. Yeah, I guess e6 is probably the better way to develop the bishop. That diagonal was just so tempting, but the tables got turned on me quite quickly. Yeah, and I mean, this is a cool move. It sort of begs black to take on e4. Queen d6, I mean, I saw it was legal. I guess I didn't really have a reason to reject it, but I mean, bishop f4, I guess you can just play bishop e5, but I don't know, that looks kind of crazy. Yeah, now if he mixes up the move order, he's completely winning. But I weathered the storm a bit. Let's see, I'm assuming knight c3 was best. Let's see what it says. Yeah, knight c3 looks like was the only good move, in fact. Trading should be good for black, of course. And castling, okay. So this was the... So how bad was taking the rook? Terrible. Alright, I feel completely vindicated. I'm okay with having lost the game now. I rejected the material in the time it was most critical. Yeah, it said e5. If e5 instead of knight c3, it was like +2 for black. 1.5, 2, something like that. Man, that's sort of surprising that it says this is a mistake. And now black actually has a decent advantage. The computer's gonna deal with this pawn somehow. Man, like I wanted to play queen c6, but I was hesitant because of knight e5. Because knight e5, queen c6, knight e5, it felt like I'm obliged to take, and then my dark square, I'm getting crushed on the dark squares again. So what's the deal? What did I miss? Oh, maybe... So I saw that queen c5, if knight here, like he's blocking the bishop, maybe I can take this guy, but then he has this nasty discovery that wins my rook, but his rook's still hanging, so maybe it's like okay? If you mean d6, yeah, that was another thing I was thinking about. Okay, so here was what scared me. And then if I take, he can take here. And I mean, maybe it's okay. But again, like I'm a little concerned about giving this bishop up for the rook because the dark squares are really weak, especially now that the g6 pawn's gone and the heavies can check on the g file. Oh yeah, I guess we should look at the queen for 2 rooks thing. Okay, but I want to know what's the move here? What's the line? It doesn't take the pawn? Like, I'm extremely frightened. Queen a4, that would never occur to me. Queen a4 or queen b7 in black is much better, it says. Seriously? Like... I don't understand either move. I mean, queen a4 at least puts pressure on this bishop, but... Wow. Wow. Queen e6, I mean, yeah, it's reasonable. Although, I mean, you're kind of running into, like, you're sort of helping him develop. Man, I mean, I would be so terrified of that pawn on c7, but I guess it's just not going to be able to queen imminently. Or I do a queen d4? Maybe. But there's bishop e3. Oh, well, no, but then queen takes knight, so never mind. Yeah, I mean, it's difficult to think. It's difficult to, like, I moved the queen over there to try to take the pawn, and now it's saying to abandon the pawn. I mean, queen b7 at least isn't abandoning the pawn, but I kind of figured that was where my bishop wanted to go. Man, that's tough. I don't think the depth's gonna, like, if it's saying -2, then it's unlikely that adding more depth's gonna change the evaluation much. Yeah, the pawn had quite a game. He was definitely the rock star of the game, for sure. Alright, oh yeah, and we also wanted to look at the 2 rooks thing, if Stockfish will let me do it. Come on, computer. There we go. Okay, it can't really make up its mind, but yeah, it's not good. Yeah, I mean, I guess the thing is, without my queen, the pawn on c7 is much more difficult to track down. So even though that's like an okay material trade, the pawn on c7 just got a lot stronger. That's my assessment anyway. Alright, but I'm still better here, it says. Still better. Okay, that wasn't its first choice, but it says, wow, what's the rook back? Okay, now it likes bishop b7. Okay, we need to turn this off so that I can actually navigate. Rook e6. Yeah, I didn't really understand rook e6, to be honest. I guess the idea is just, if he wants to trade rooks, we recapture with the C or the D pawn. But what about like knight g5? Yeah, I mean, okay, it makes sense. I think I would have rejected it after knight g5 though. Oh, knight g5 we have bishop h6. But the queen can move. Yeah, I mean, this was the blunder of the game, it says. d6. What is d6? No, I'm saying if I play rook e6, can he just play knight g5? Hit my rook? Oh, you're thinking e5, okay. Doesn't care. Oh, because I've got the mate threat. So I guess, okay, so e4 or d4, it plays f4. Wait, what? To let the queen defend? Thank you, Dan. Thank you for the 80 bits, man. d6 instead of rook e6. Okay. Man, this game got so complicated. d4, f4. Rook e3. Oh man. That's so crazy. So E4, threaten mate. F4, prevent mate. And then we do the same like blocking idea, but just move the rook further up. And if he trades, he can't even take, like he can't win this pawn because the queen's stopping this mate. I mean, it seems like that pawn will fall eventually, like rook e1 or something. But I mean, maybe not. Maybe the bishop comes in here. Well, it just gets kicked. Crazy game. Like what do you ever do about this? Like the bishop f6 idea was the only thing I saw to like cope with it. Maybe that's what it does. Like say rook here, just bishop f6 now. Stockfish is broken. I mean, that's true, Mekrif, but... like... how do I do anything more in the position? Because if we start trading pieces off, if my pieces start leaving the back rank, he can just queen, so... I'm so tied down. Bishop c3. Queen takes bishop. Oh wait, first off, in this position, I'm attacking his queen, so I'm being stupid. So he can't play rook there. It's silly. Forgot I'm attacking his queen. So I guess this is like the only move. Because you gotta stay defending this. I guess bishop f6 is safe now if you want to deal with it that way, which I probably would. Oh man, that's crazy. Alright, but instead, I traded and then played bishop f6. It does like d6 here, although it's already busted. Well, yeah, I mean, you can't play d6 now, of course, because your rook's hanging, but... what is the idea with d6, even? I don't know that I... Oh, just to let the queen defend... Oh, okay, so you can play d6 here to let the queen defend e8. I didn't see that. I don't see when they move backwards. That still seems pretty dangerous, though. d6, rook takes e8, queen takes e8, rook e1. I guess the queen goes back to c6. The rook can come to e7. Looks very dangerous. The knight might be coming to e5, and if you trade off the bishop, then your dark squares are weak again. Queen h6, bishop f6 kind of stuff. Still up a pawn though, yeah. Alright, so instead, this just was now... Yeah, I mean, I think bouncing was right that queen h6... Well, it's easy to say now, that the computer agrees with me. But yeah, queen h6 was just crushing. Because the knight's gonna come to g5. The rook's stopping the king from escaping. There's not really anything to do about that. Yep. Yeah, now, unfortunately, there was just never anything to do. Oh, man. I'm not sure, Squirrel. I'm trying to decide. That was a draining game, and the analysis was even more draining. It was cool that I got to walk my king up the board, and he mated me on h3. That was fun. Alright, who is the challenge from? Bouncing? Oh, man. I don't know, I've already played you once bouncing. I think I might have to end things here. I think I'm done on the chess front today. I think that's all I can muster. So let's see who I can raid. I almost said stream. John Bartholomew. That'd be fun. Thank you, Wretched Talon, for the 50 bits. Thanks, man. I do love me some John Bartholomew. But I probably should raid someone my own size. Or at least closer to my own size. Let's see. Have I rated her before? I can't remember. Dude, that's me. I can't raid myself. I kind of want to just raid like someone with like 2 or 3 viewers or less, because I don't think I've done that. And I didn't see anyone streaming that I like feel like I owe a raid. Oh, thank you, Aldentes. I hope to see you again. How do y'all feel about rating a 5 viewer or less? I mean, there's only 13 of us, so it's not like a huge deal, but I mean, when I was getting 3 viewers or 5 viewers or whatever, 13 seemed like a big number. Madquick's cool. I like Madquick. I rate him a lot. You're not gonna give him a chance, Squirrel? Not gonna give him a chance, even. Alright, I guess I'll raid someone you guys like then. I mean, I could raid Sora Jam. I don't think I've raided her before. She's like in the, she's one of the streamers who's like relatively new to chess and is trying to learn the game. Like her stream title is More Bad Chess. Unless have I rated her before? I really can't remember. Alright, I'm gonna rate her. We'll see. I like helping the beginners. Although I think she doesn't want help, but still. Alright, raid Sora Jam. Yeah, thank you for being here, Mekrif. Thank you, everyone. Thanks for the bits, you guys. Talon, Dan the Finest, Dead Dude, and the guy who gave 500 at the beginning, whose name I now forgot. It was like something Lord? Drain Lord. Yeah, and he had the really good copy pasta. That was cool. So yeah. Good stream. I'm inching closer to 2,000 in Rapid. I'm at 1985 after Dan took 3 points off me there at the end. But we're getting there, so I'm happy. So, alright. Good night, everybody. See you next time. Bye.